dickweeds! Fucking right! Bloop. Hey. Got some notes. Today's Wednesday. We're smoking rock tuna from Kootenai Botanicals. It's really good stuff. You should go and get some. Unless you're a bitch. Hey. We got a few stories today. Some stories of the past. Who's going first? Me or you?
You can go first.
I can go first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got more stories on here than you, Donna. So I probably should go first. I got a story from back in Sudbury, Ontario. First, let me get in a bong toke. Hey? Tell them about the weather or something, Donna.
It's warming.
Give them the forecast.
It's warming up.
It's warming up?
Yeah, everything's melting.
Huh.
And I think it's gonna stay like that for a couple days. I think until Monday. I think they're calling for snow Monday. It's 1 right now. 1, and then tomorrow's 3.
That's better. Hey? Fucking right.
You really don't have to worry till Monday. And that's even if we get snow. But if we do get snow, we're supposed to get more snow on the Tuesday and the Wednesday and the Thursday. It'll be a snowy week.
Sounds like a snowy week. Hey? Fuck's sakes. I hate the fucking snow. Okay. The first story I have is from in Sudbury, Ontario. Well, my family actually lived in Wanup, Ontario, just outside of Sudbury, Ontario. And I had a friend that was a little bit older than me, and he had a driver's license. So, my dad had an old car in the yard. He used to let my friends drive around when they came to hang out. And so, one day, me and my friends went to town in my dad's car. My buddy was driving. And the car wasn't very good. It was an old car that my dad just fixed up just enough for us to get from A to B, you know. So anyway, we also had this guy that lived in our basement. His name was Gonchi. Seriously, his name was Gonchi. Well, he has a real name, but that was his nickname. Everybody called him Gonchi. And when we were on our way into town, well, we lived in Wanup, so we were on our way to Sudbury to do something. He was already in Sudbury, and he wanted to ride back to Wanup. So we picked him up. My story makes sense so far?
Yeah.
I hope so, because I don't even know what I said. So anyway, we're driving back from Sudbury after we got Gonchi in the car. We were like, I don't know, I was like 15, so my buddy was like 16. And Gonchi was like the age I am now. Roughly around there, I guess, eh? Probably, he's in his 40s somewhere. Anyway, and he used to have a real bad stuttering problem. So, anyway, we're going down the highway, down Highway 69, heading back to Wanup from Sudbury. and we seen a hitchhiker on the side of the road. Great big fucking guy. He's probably also in his 40s. Gonchi's an Indian guy, a native guy, not a East Indian guy, a Canadian Indian guy. And the hitchhiker was just a big white dude on the side of the road. And he was hitchhiking, whatever, and we had this blue car we're driving around in, and the car was so fucked looking that my dad actually painted it with a fucking roller. It was painted in Dover blue. Seriously, it was. Did you see that car before?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I was, yeah.
Okay.
They repainted the car.
Yeah.
Dover blue.
Yeah, they painted Dover... Fuck! Dover blue. Originally it was burgundy, I think. Anyway, so we're driving down the road in this fucking rolled car. Blue as fuck. And so we pull up by this hitchhiker. We told Gonchi to tell him to fuck off or something, eh? Gonchi was drunk at the time, so we dared him to mouth off to the hitchhiker. So there's nobody on the highway. We slowed down. Gonchi stuck his head out the window and started swearing at the guy, like saying, he's going, fuck you, you asshole! Because he stutters, you know? And so anyway, then we take off, but we only got about fucking, 100 feet away, and the car fucking backfired and stalled. So we pulled over on the side of the road, and this hitchhiker, he's running at top speed now, trying to, well, he wants to kick the shit out of Gonchi now. And my buddy's, he's trying to turn over the car, he's fucking turning the key, you know, he's scared out of his fucking mind. And just as the hitchhiker got to the fucking trunk of the car, and he's ready to rip open, yeah, he's reaching for the handle of the back door where Gonchi was sitting, the car started up and fucking we peeled out of there. And all the dirt went up hitting the cocksucker, and yeah, that was a long time ago, but we don't have much to talk about today, so we figured we'd tell you some stories of the old days. This story number 1. Time we almost got Gonchi beat up by a hitchhiker. Okay, fuck! Hey, my words are fucked today. I'm on the beers and the weeds, so yeah. Donna has a story about some cocksucker that stole her money back in Killarney, Ontario when she was a little girl.
Every year in Killarney, they have this thing. I think it's like, it goes into, I think it's like the last week of July or June, going in. I don't.
Beer Fest.
Yeah, that's what it is. Beer Fest. And well, they'd have like it was a lot of beer drinking at night and stuff, but like they'd have like this big tented area, right? And
lots of alcoholics in Killarney, Ontario.
And
there is.
I know. And yeah, I know. They'd always like go to the fucking bar. You'd always hear all my friends' parents were at the bar always on Friday and Saturday.
My dad used to have a lot of parties at his house when we lived in Wanna, and half the town of Killarney would show up. They would. All carrying a box of beer each. Bunch of ladies that are 4 feet tall and 4 feet wide. I'm not joking.
Okay.
We knew similar people. We had
like the people that your family talked to.
Yeah.
My family didn't associate with those people, but we knew who they were.
Yeah. We knew the same people.
Like those people.
Those people were her neighbors, but they were friends of our family.
But like we were always told not to talk to those people because they were not good people.
And my dad used to say to me, "Oh, so-and-so's not a bad guy. Give him a beer."
Yeah.
Okay, you continue with your story.
Okay, so anyways, during the day there'd like be like cotton candy and like you can get hamburgers and stuff like that in there, right? So anyways, I remember it was like a nice hot day. I was going to get some cotton candy, right? And you had to buy a ticket, like you'd have to pay for like admission. That's
You buy like tickets like these ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I remember my parents gave me a $10 bill and 2 fives, and I walked there, and I just wanted to get some cotton candy because we weren't allowed to have sugar growing up that much. So, like, I used to have to hide cookies in between my mattress because we just weren't. It was like my mom was real strict. Anyways. Well, I went in there, and there was, and I paid, and I realized, like, when I looked down that I was missing a 10 and a 5. And as I turned around, this individual named Glenn.
Fucking Glenn. You can't trust a guy named Glenn.
And he was, like, an older guy, like,
And Glenn just unsubscribed. Okay, go ahead.
He was an older guy, like he could have been, like, probably in his 60s. Like, it was like you'd know better in your 60s. Well, he was picking up my money off the grass, right? And I said, "That's my money." And he said, "No, it's not." And he had the money. Like, I remember this. I could picture it. If I was like an artist, I would be able to draw this. He had his big fat fucking hand, and he had like the clench on it, whatever, and he put it into his fucking pant pocket. I didn't know what to fucking do because, like, who was gonna help me? Who was gonna say anything to this guy? So anyway,
Where's your parents?
They were at home. I was allowed to go by myself.
Oh.
So when I did go home, like, I didn't have enough for cotton candy or anything now because I paid the admission. Like, I didn't have. So I went home and I was like, I told my parents what happened.
Is that all weed you're picking up?
No, that's the sticky stuff that off the sticker.
Oh.
It's not fucking weed.
I thought you were wasting weeds.
No, so I did end up telling my parents about.
What'd they say?
Nothing. Nobody did anything. I
Huh.
just wasn't like good. Like, I don't know. I had to get one of my friends to, like, wait. There was one friend, we went the next day, but I didn't have any money to get in because Glenn stole my money. So I had to wait on the outside on the sidewalk, and my friend went in and she grabbed us some cotton candy, and then that was the only way I got cotton candy that year. But my parents knew exactly who Glenn was because Glenn has a daughter that is married to my uncle. So they know who Glenn was, and nobody. It was like me, if one of my kids would have said, so and so stole my money, and I knew exactly who it was, I would fucking go over there and say, "Give him back my fucking kid's money."
Give him back his fucking money.
But they're just like, "Oh, you're not getting any more money, Donna." So yeah, so it's not. Killarney's not all that great.
Doesn't sound too great. Are we moving on?
Yeah.
Okay, before we go any further, the skateboard. We got this skateboard here. We wanted to give it away, but we can't afford to pay for the fucking, what you call it? Shipping. So we're having a raffle. It's $1 a ticket. Here's the bottom. It's brand new. Never used. Here's the top. Anyway, if you're interested in the board, it's $1 a ticket. My PayPal's down below. There's a comment section in the PayPal. Write down what you want us to call you when we write your name on the ticket. Whether you want your real name or maybe a screen name, whatever. Send that to me. Or if you don't have PayPal, my address is also down below. You can mail me your $1, but you gotta make sure it's here before, fuck! Eh? You gotta make sure it's here before December 24th, because the draw's on December 24th. And, I was gonna say something else. Had a hard time, Donna?
Oh, you did. Maybe that's the head. Did you use that?
I didn't use anything, Donna. I just put it there. So anyway, you can either send me your $1 through PayPal or mail it to me. It has to be here by December 24th. On December 24th, Donna's going to pull out a name. Whoever's name she pulls out gets the board. and the raffle money is gonna pay for the fee of it getting sent to whatever one of you lucky cocksuckers win. Hey? So is that all I had to say about the board, Donna?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I hope so.
It's on there good.
It's on there good. Don't worry, it's not gonna fall. Donna has it on there good. Okay. Seeing we're talking about Killarney, I might as well tell the story about, well, it's not really a story, what it is, kind of. Me, Donna, and her brother one time, we were coming back from Killarney, it was late at night, and we were speeding. Well, I was speeding, I was driver, and we're hitting little bumps and really lifting. And the car was bottoming out, and what'd your brother say again?
He was in the back seat, and he said there was, what did he say?
Something about sparks coming out from under the
There's
car. He was worried it was going to catch fire.
Eddie, there's sparks coming out of the back.
I told him not to worry about it. We kept going. And
That's because the muffler was...
The muffler was dangling off. We had this car for years. Well, what, 2 years, a year? The muffler wasn't on it.
Yeah.
It was the loudest fucking car in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Hey! Okay, go with your story.
That's all I had for that.
You can keep going.
I don't have nothing else.
You have
stories. Yeah, another different story?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What?
Nothing. Keep going.
Okay, we're mixed up here. What's going on?
Go tell another story.
Okay, I got 2 other stories. One, we seen some cats spray painted on the internet today, on Facebook.
From Ottawa?
Yeah, and it reminded me of a story from when I was a kid. My mom found a dog one time in a park. It was tied up and spray painted orange. And she took it home and cleaned it up, and it became the family pet. That was back in the 80s. And I know you guys probably don't care about that, but I seen some spray painted animals today, so I was thinking about it and figured I would.
They were markered on, and the reason
it wasn't spray painted?
they had permanent marker on them, and they're used as dog fights to see which one the dog's gonna go and kill.
Oh.
That's what they were using.
I only seen the picture. I thought they were spray painted. It reminded me of my.
It didn't matter. They were like the marker was.
Well, it reminded me of my mom's spray painted dog.
People are sick in the fucking.
It took a long time for her to get the spray paint off that fucking dog. The dog was fluorescent orange for a long time. It was actually shaved and then spray painted.
Aww.
Yeah. So
I was gonna say, why didn't she shave him? But if
it was already shaved. And the only other story I have on here is a memory I have of when I went to visit a buddy back in grade 6 in French River. We lived in Wanup, Ontario. I went to stay at his house in French River, and his dad took us to the French River trading post. And I don't really remember much of it, the French River trading post, too much, but I do remember when we were leaving. Donna, what are you looking at?
I was just looking at Donna.
We're doing something right now.
I know.
Fuck! Hey? She's always looking somewhere else. Her mind's always wandering.
I'm listening to you.
Okay, so we were leaving the French River trading post, me and my buddy, and my buddy's dad. And my buddy's dad, he was like, I don't know, 45, 50 years old, and he just got his driver's license. And I was in the back seat of the car, my buddy and his dad were in the front seat, and for some reason, the guy had a bottle of fucking, a jug of wiper fluid down on the floor beside his fucking gas pedal, and it was just a small one, and he put the car in reverse, and somehow that fucking thing fell underneath the brake. And after he started going in reverse, no, he was going fast in reverse though, because he was trying to show off a little, because, well, I guess maybe because I was hanging out with his kid, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's just trying to show off, so he stepped on a little bit in reverse, and he went to hit the brake, and the brake wasn't stopping the car. It wasn't going down because of that fucking jug. And at the French River trading post, the plow comes in. This is winter time, and there's this great big fucking
hill.
Yeah, a hill that goes up, and on the other side of the hill is Highway 69 with cars going either way. And yeah, his fucking dad's going backwards. We went halfway up that fucking hill. I remember looking out the back window thinking, my fuck, we're gonna fly. And just as we got to the top of the hill and the back tires just started to go up, he fucking stopped the car. And we were stuck on top of the hill a little bit there. We had to get the car off top of this fucking hill that was about 10 feet fucking high, maybe higher even. It's a great big fucking thing. And we would have kept going. We went backwards onto the fucking highway. And probably would have got fucking T-boned.
Yeah, you...
Before we hit the ground. Probably by fucking transport. There's a lot of them around there. Anyway, I remember that. And I figured I'd tell you guys that story.
Did you tell your dad?
I don't know if I ever told my dad that story. If I would have told my dad that story, he would have said, I don't think you're going back to visit your buddy anymore.
Oh, so you probably didn't.
No, so I probably didn't. Yeah, my dad, he didn't like me and my brothers going to places where...
You get hurt?
Yeah, where we end up getting hurt bad, like, you know, from taking jumps and cars and stuff. We weren't allowed to go anywhere where people would drive reckless or people would play with guns and stuff. Or anywhere where people were on hard drugs. My dad wouldn't allow us to go to those kind of places. My other friends, some of them were allowed to go, but I wasn't allowed to go to those kind of places. My dad was a little bit strict when it came to dope and guns and speeding in cars when you're underage, eh? Just saying. So what else you want to talk about, Donna? Anything else come to mind while we were talking? We got time still. You must have another story. You only had one today.
Yeah, but nothing really happened much in the town of Killarney.
Well, tell us about a time you went to visit somebody outside of Killarney.
That was until high school. I never had, like, you only had friends in Killarney until you went to high school.
If you guys are wondering about that sound, that's just the heat kicking on and off. It's one of those fucky days.
You know what I was thinking about earlier when you were talking about something? I said just wait. Remember that time? Oh my goodness.
Huh?
I said, oh my goodness. Remember that time that there was like you and I don't know how many of your friends and we're all piled into that car and we're driving around in Sudbury. The car, that was the car without the fucking muffler. You guys were, when you guys were whipping fucking eggs.
Yeah.
You remember all that?
Yeah.
You're whipping fucking, you could tell like whatever, but I was...
On Fridays and Saturday nights we used to get bored, and like I told you guys, my dad used to have an old car, not his vehicle, he had his own vehicle that he'd drive around in, but he had another car in the yard that my friends would be able to cruise around in if they were with us, you know. So anyway, we used to cruise the town on Friday and Saturday nights and pick up a couple cartons of eggs, and we'd drive by people and we'd whip eggs at them and whip eggs at people's houses and cars and...
Ladies' butts.
Ladies' butts, yeah. We had a lot of people back in those days.
Okay, now you remember that time?
Oh, one time me and my buddy Craig, I don't know if you're watching Craig, you're probably not, but anyway, we lived on Regent Street. It was late at night, we were high as fuck. We smoked a bunch of fucking oil joints. I was 16 years old and he was like 21 or 23 or something. And we were nailing cars that were going by with fucking eggs from up in the apartment. And, back! Eh? A little while later, the city bus came and a lady got off the bus. And we started throwing eggs at her. And my buddy ended up fucking hitting her real good. Once in the back, and once it hit the ground and splashed her. And we were laughing. But then she turned around, and it was a fucking nun. We didn't know it was a nun. We jumped on the ground, we were laying there, we wouldn't get up. We were kind of scared. We thought God was going to come kick our asses. We didn't get up. We waited till that lady walked all the way to the end of the fucking road and just didn't look back anymore. That's that house where I used to take the slingshot and hit people with crab apples out the window. One time there was this construction worker. He was walking down the road. He just came out of the McDonald's across the street. And I took my slingshot and I was inside of my house sitting on the floor and I had the little window open and the curtain was closed. And I went to hit him in the side of the fucking head. I wanted to give him a good one because I didn't really care for that construction worker. He was a dick. He's a big dude. Looked like Hulk Hogan a little bit. He wasn't as big as the Hulkster though. So anyway, I had him lined up perfectly. But I guess I should have pulled back a little bit more because when I let go, it was going right at his head, but it curved downwards, maybe from the wind even. and hit the side of his fucking work boot. And he leaped into the fucking air because, well, whipped his foot hard. Yeah. And his fucking burger flew in the air. His bag of food flew. He dropped everything on the ground. He started walking this way and that way. He was looking all over. His face was red. He was fucking pissed. I slowly closed my fucking curtain up and... oh, I nailed him fucking good. This was long before YouTube. Anyway, what were you saying now?
Okay, remember that time I was with you guys?
Yeah.
Remember the time like the cops stopped the car, but there was like something going on? Remember we got fucking stopped? Maybe there was something going on with like, did somebody mouth off to a big guy or something like that? There was...
I don't know.
Yeah, we got stopped. The fucking cop came over, asked for all our I-fucking-D.
Maybe.
Do you remember the buddy that was driving was always lipping off to somebody?
I sort of remember what you're talking about.
There was something like...
We got pulled over a lot when we were throwing eggs. We used to have to hide them underneath the car.
But it wasn't about eggs. It was something about he went and yelled out at somebody, called them fucking bastard or cocksucker or something. And these guys were really big fucking older guys. Do you remember?
I remember something like that, but I don't remember. I don't remember what exactly happened.
We got pulled over. Anyways, I was thinking there was the cop that pulled us over. There was like how many of us in the car? It was more than
There's a lot of us.
And there was all boys. Except
we were all just 15 and 16-year-old teenagers at the time.
Yeah.
Picking fights with older dudes.
You would think that the cop would have had more questions to who I was and why I was with all these guys.
No, I don't give a fuck with that.
No, but now they do.
Oh, maybe now, I don't know.
But back then, that's like I was...
Let me go check the time over there. I gotta fill up my bowl anyways. I don't know how long we've been rolling.
But that was my thing, how much of a difference there is now.
Yeah.
And to like back in the early 90s, they didn't give a shit. They just like... I know it's about that muffler, but there was something about those fucking guys that your friend mouthed off to.
Yeah, I don't remember.
You remember?
Not really.
Oh, fuck Eddie. Remember.
Donna, my friends used to mouth off to so many people. I don't know.
I should hit you in the head.
Yeah.
If you remember.
I'm just filling up my bowl if you guys are wondering. We're coming up close to the end, Donna.
It's a tiring day, I find.
Huh?
It's a tiring day.
A tiring day?
Yeah.
It's more tiring for me. I had to get up this morning and shovel our driveway. I did the neighbor's driveway. Oh, watch the skateboard, Donna. Dawn almost dropped it.
That was you wiggling.
I wasn't wiggling.
You wiggled the table.
Anyway, I had to shovel. Well, I didn't have to shovel the neighbor's driveway, but I did because I did mine, and they're attached. And then I drove her to the hospital. Then I had to go and pick her up. And then I had to put that video together this morning that is before this video. If you guys, I don't know if you guys seen it or not. Go check it out if you haven't. This is the second video of the day.
Yeah.
And yeah. Sorry about the boring video, but we didn't have very much today to talk about. The weather's fucked. It was snowing and raining, and now it's warming up, and there's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. It's hump day. So all we did was bang. Hey? Donna's tired now. She couldn't handle it.
Tucker Gray out.
We got time for another story, Donna. Come on, end the show with a good one.
I don't have no story.
You always have good ones.
No, like not this time. Not today. I need time to think. Let my brain fucking, work. You know what? The people that used to come into Killarney, there was a police building in Killarney with a police person that lived in there. And
all the times that I went to visit Donna, there was never any cops in there.
Yeah, but it changed.
Yeah, it changed.
They started...
after a while, it was just a building.
Noelville the OPP started taking care of. That was part of.
Yeah, so if you had an emergency, it'd take an hour or two for the cocksucker to get there.
I guess maybe if there's a local police there now, like one officer, you wouldn't need any more than that.
Maybe now.
I'm not sure.
We're talking about in the 90s.
But there used to be some evil fucking kids that used to come in. I'm telling you, they were fucking like, you could tell that they never had discipline much. I remember this one fucking girl. She lived across the street from me for a little while. Well, for a long. She was cruel as fuck. She would grab my friends and drag them by the fucking hair into trails and beat the fucking shit out of them, okay? She would. Anyways, there was this time that her mom was a nurse and her dad was the cop, right? And the mom worked in Sudbury, and but her mom, for whatever reason, they both end up being on the same shift. So her mom had asked my mom if the daughter could come over to the house after school and just be there until whoever got home first, okay? So my mom said yeah. And so we're just going to get ready to eat supper. We're having rice, I remember this, and soy sauce.
They had rice and soy sauce for supper.
And my friend took the fucking the top of the fucking soy sauce, the lid, right? And she told me to hang on to it, right? And she was telling me how much she loves soy sauce, and she started to lick the fucking the top of it, okay? Like it was fun. Like she was really fucking getting that flavor off.
Did you show her what evil was all about?
So I said, Mom, like I yelled, right? And you know what that girl went and did? She was like, Mrs. Bateman, Donna had her mouth on the... She blamed me for it. I had to fucking... I'm not even joking. I had to kneel in the fucking corner right through supper. I didn't get supper until after...
Kneel in the corner?
Yeah. I had to kneel in the fucking corner.
She sounds like she comes from one of those old church movies.
I had to kneel in the corner of the lunch.
Holy fuck!
So I had to kneel in the corner.
That's why she's got strong knees today.
Fuck off.
Hey?
And my friend was sitting at the fucking table smirking away and stuff.
Why'd you beat her up?
The next time, not too long after that she came over, that's when I threw her through the fucking front door.
I used to have a buddy, well, we're buddies sometimes, and he used to cause shit at my house like that, sort of. I never got in trouble like the way Donna did, but when my buddy would say something about me and he's bullshitting, I'd haul off and crack him one right there at the kitchen table. It's how we rolled back in my day.
We never rolled like that.
We did at my house. Way she goes. Actually, way she went. Eh? I don't live there no more. I live here now. We got a new table. And nobody comes to visit. Okay.
I think that's all. Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah.
We gotta take a shower. We never showered today.
Fuck off, Eddie. I don't smell. No, I don't.
Smells bad.
No, I don't. I don't smell at all. Hey, it's before we go. It's November 25th.
It's November 25th.
1 month. It's gonna be Turkey Day.
1 month is gonna be Turkey Day.
Just wanted to share that.
She just wanted to share that.
Whew.
Okay, well, I guess we got nothing else for you cocksuckers today.
No.
Nothing else?
No, what I was gonna say, I forget what I was gonna say.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get in my road toke. I see we got some new subscribers. Secret holder to yous. Old subscribers. People watching that aren't subscribed. Hit the subscribe button and stick around. We upload something every day, sometimes a few things.
We never leave you hanging like a cock.
Not yet, anyway. So, boop! Hit the button, stick around, watch some videos, get to know us. Final words, Donna.
Stay happy and stay safe. Be kind. You know what? Enjoy the weather because it's not too bad out anymore. Start getting your Christmas stuff soon. And that's it.
Those are some pretty good words from Donna.
What else am I going to say?
I don't know.
Oh, I should let people know that if
you people should know this.
I don't know if it's independent everywhere or like, but here, right?
Your independent grocer she's talking about.
Starting tomorrow from Thursday till Sunday, if you're a PC member, you can get either the bags of shredded cheese or it's the no name, but who gives a shit? It's cheese. Or the bricks of no name cheese for $2.99.
$2.99.
The regular $4.99.
That's a pretty good fucking deal, eh? If you need cheese for Christmas.
Or just cheese because you like to eat cheese lots.
Yeah.
A lot of cheese eaters out there.
A lot of cheese eaters out there. Donna likes the cheese, eh?
There's a lot of cheese eaters around this area. A bunch of rats.
Yeah.
I should pick up some for the neighbors.
Okay. I think that's all we got for you cockheads. We're gonna fuck off out of here. Smoke some more weeds. Drink some more beers. Smoke some more weeds. Look for something to munch on. Smoke some more weeds. Bang. Smoke some more weeds. Watch some YouTube videos and
keep on smoking weeds.
So until tomorrow, like,
subscribe,
and fuck off. Hey!